Every time a customer leaves and they're happy and they're looking like someone that we helped dress, but looking like their own man, like that's a really wonderful moment for me. It's about helping people figure out their wardrobe, figure out their needs, and create this world for them. Hong Kong as a city is special for historical reasons. Many of the tailors that, for instance, were based in Shanghai or other parts of China moved to Hong Kong, and they really gave Hong Kong an incredible base for tailoring. I got into suiting when I was 16 because I was going to school in the UK at the time, and when you turn 16, you're allowed to wear your own suit rather than the school uniform. And so I was like, oh, this is like a grown-up thing. I kind of wanted to try it out. And the more I learned about suits, the more I thought it was interesting. You know, it was like peeling an onion. There were like all these layers of like culture, aesthetics, rules, tradition. I just loved it. The Armory started in 2010, which is a menswear brand and is based in Hong Kong and New York. We specialize in tailored clothing and classic menswear. It was me and a friend of mine, Alan C. We just love suits, and we love telling the story of suits, and we love creating things for people and giving people, you know, a good retail experience. And that's really what the Armory is all about. You know, it's not just about selling stuff, it's about helping people figure out their wardrobe, figure out their needs, and create this world for them. This came out of our love for tailored clothing. And we just hope that every man will consider it for their wardrobe. Since 2010, the world has definitely moved on. The last couple of years, with the way people are no longer going to the office in the same way, a lot more remote working, people still wear tailored clothing, but in a different way. You might not be going back to those traditional colors. You might be a little bit more open to colors, open to materials. And I think that's great. Think of this moment as like tailored clothing's Renaissance moment. There are a lot of really beautiful aesthetic rules contained within classic tailoring, just as relevant 50 years ago as they are today, but they can be reinterpreted as well. We're here to help you find what are the new rules that might apply to you, what are the clothing styles and the exact items of clothing that would really work for you. We are very close and very friendly with our clients. We can only do a good job if we know our client well. You can't just expect someone loves what you made. You kind of have to like give it the right story, the right context, and make them really appreciate it. And when we do that well, it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. Every time a customer leaves and they're happy and they're looking like someone that we helped dress, but looking like their own man, like that's a really wonderful moment for me. Also, like the team at the Armory is really, really important to me. One of my favorite moments of working in our New York store was we were awarded Shop of the Year. The photographer from GQ needed to do a team portrait. And I told the team, hey guys, we're getting our photo taken tomorrow, please just dress up for it. Everybody came the next day, dressed beautifully, and they all were wearing our products, but all in their own way. And that's when I thought to myself, oh, this is a really important moment, because it means that we have such a nice breadth of catalog and breadth of what we can do, that everyone can express themselves in their own way. And it looks like the Armory team, but at the same time, it looks like a collection of really special individuals too. So one of my big passions is photography. I love cameras and obviously like images. It's a great way of capturing like just important little details that you can use somewhere else. Videos are a really important part of what we do because of the pandemic. Not that many customers were coming to the store. I missed talking to customers. I really love talking to customers and I missed having that interaction. And so I just started shooting some video. Me and a colleague, we just got in front of a camera and started talking about stuff that we normally would talk about in the store with a customer. You know, why this product is good, why this color is good, why this material is good. And luckily, it really resonated with a lot of people too. People were like, oh, I kind of like what this store's philosophy is all about. I kind of like their products. I would like to go visit there as well. So a few menswear tips for you. Firstly, when it comes to putting together an outfit, you know, one of the best ways to put together an outfit is what we'd call tone on tone. So rather than using lots and lots of colors, just keep all the colors to kind of within a fairly narrow palette, right? This is a great example of tone on tone. So we got brown with a slightly darker shade of brown, but then you have a few little accent colors going on as well. So you have like an orange in the check of this, and then you just have a little bit more contrast and visual interest with a blue shirt and with a blue tie. So something I think is an essential in every man's wardrobe is a polo shirt. I think it's really important to get the collar of the polo shirt right. Some polo shirts are made with a knitted collar and they're a little bit soft, and that's great without a jacket. But actually, I think if you wear a polo shirt with a jacket, which is obviously a fantastic look, it's important to have a polo shirt like this, where the collar has a separate collar band and a collar piece. It just sits underneath the jacket a little bit better. It frames the face and the head a little bit better. Absolutely an essential for your wardrobe. Last tip from me is, and this is something that actually Philips has helped me with a lot, I think every gentleman should have a nice gold watch. Smaller size is always preferable. You can play a little bit with the strap colors. I'm wearing a tan leather strap. You can do a lot with it. You know, I think you can work with casual outfits, you can work with dressy outfits. There's so many beautiful old gold watches out there that are waiting for a new owner.